So people have asked me, does exercise help depression?
Yes.
Yeah, and are people depressed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
a lot.
It's so sad, too bad, but not really.
Not really. And I think everybody goes through it at some point, right?
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Actually, no. So, no. Wait. So I taught a class, and I would talk about depression and exercise, and I had a class.
And you're laughing.
And I had 100 people in the class,
Yeah.
and I said, anybody in the class never been depressed? And one guy goes, and everybody in the class turned to look at him. And I'm sure he was depressed after that. So pretty much everybody gets depressed.
Yeah,
and
it's natural.
But usually you feel it for a little bit or half a day, but real depression can last a lot longer.
Yeah.
And the stats for people over 60 are up to 40% of people get depressed. And what does it look like? It looks like problems with sleep, problems being interested in things, more feelings of guilt, problems with energy, not having enough energy, concentration, your appetite. Now, here's, if I knew that it would make me not eat as much, I might get depressed, but you actually can also eat more. So it's either you eat more or you eat less. You can't concentrate, and you have increased thoughts of suicide. Yeah. So the acronym is SIGI CAPS. All right, so if you notice these things, there might be a possibility. And then there's plenty of depression tests. You can go online and take it, but I'll give you the short version. The geriatric depression scale is probably one of the best. And there's 5 questions. So for example, the first one is, are you basically satisfied with your life? If you say no, you would get a point. Are you often bored? All right, if you say yes, that's a problem. All right, so again, that would be another point. Do you often feel helpless? That would be a point. Would you rather stay at home, or do you feel pretty worthless most of the time? So yeah, that's the bottom line, that if you get over 3, if you got 3 positive answers, you probably should get it checked out. All right,
and don't be afraid to get it checked out. I have to say, there's so many resources out there now, and no, you're not alone.
Right. Yeah. And if you don't, maybe just try what we're going to tell you right now, which is an incredible study done by Dr. Singh. And what she did, I love this study. She had 4 groups. One group got nothing, one group got antidepressants, one group got exercise, and one group got exercise and antidepressants. And what she found after 3 months is, didn't matter what group you were in, as long as you got exercise. So the control group, the antidepressant group, didn't do as well as the group that got exercise.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then there's been meta-analysis ever since then. So antidepressants, you listen to those commercials, and the side effects are, and you hear all those horrible things. So the nice thing is with this, if we did a commercial, it would say, and the side effects are none. All right. So do the exercise. And so Dana's going to go over Singh's protocol.
Yeah, and this is more of a gym-based protocol, but I think the principles of it are really good, because you can just kind of adapt it to doing this at home. And I think the key is you're working hard,
right?
And it's 3 times a week for 8 weeks, and the sessions are 60 minutes. So you are spending time doing it with a 5-minute warm-up and a 5-minute stretch at the end. So 50 minutes of pretty intense exercise where you're working, if you're thinking about that scale that we've talked about before, 0 to 10, you're working at a 7 to 8 through a lot of that time. Taking breaks is needed. The exercises that were shown in the study are weight-based at a gym, but you can mimic these with bands at home. And I will show you how to do that in another video if you go to our website. But it's a chest press, which is like a bench press, an upright row, so lifting the weights up like this, a shoulder press overhead.
Which, by the way, just that movement can help with depression. It's called a neurological trick, and it's been proven. Sorry.
Yeah, no, and you just do it, and you kind of feel better. Like you're cheering yourself on. You're strong. So that's another one. A leg press, so using weights to press the legs out. And then a knee, the quadricep machine, and hamstrings. So leg extension and a hamstring curl. So those were the ones used in the study, but again, kind of finding similar exercises that you can do at home at an intense, with that intensity of about a 7 or 8 on that scale of perceived exertion. And again, I'll show you how to do that with some bands at home, and it's a way that you can kind of mimic it, but that was from the study. But again, remember, 3 times a week, 60-minute sessions, and then give yourself about 8 weeks And it should really, I
make
mean,
a
that's
difference.
it
Don't
should
you
make a
feel
difference in
better
your
after
mood.
you do your-
If I don't exercise for a few days in a row, my husband's like, okay, just go get some movement.
Yeah, yeah.
Get some movement. And I get grumpy. I know I do. I need it. And I think,
agree.
I think a lot of people are like that.
So be one of those people
Yes.
like that. Do your
Yes.
exercise, you'll feel better.
You will. And
So
those-
these are
your exercises for aging well.